Okay, well, pardon the wind noise, but here's just a little walk around of what I got going on in my life these days. So there's the dill's nice and healthy. The chives are just starting to come up here. I might have to thin them out a bit once they get cooking a bit better. I don't think this little guy's sprouted. No, I don't think that's it. No, okay. Tomatoes. This guy's producing like crazy. I think he's looking healthy. He's growing like crazy. There's that pepper. And then some of the onions are up really good. Some of them didn't come up at all. I guess it's got a bit of weeding to do, and this weekend I think I'll just replant the ones that didn't grow. I gotta weed these like crazy, but these are supposed to be carrots. I'll have to check out and see how they're coming. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got some sprouts. And there's the turnips. They're coming, so I got some, maybe a bit of replanting and some weeding to do. But the old garden's coming along. Apple tree, these little crab apples are starting to come on. Like, they come on quick and then they rot quick. I don't know what kind of. There's little sour apples. But this tree produces like crazy. It's just starting to get some little apples on it now too. Okay. So here is my wonderful 86 CR250. There's a bit of a story that goes with this bike. I've had this bike for years. I've had this bike for almost as long as I've been in Alberta, and it didn't look like this when I got it. So I'll have to talk about this bike someday and get her dug out. Here's my KX, Old Faithful. And I got a few videos of this bike, and there's a few things I want to do to it this year. And here's my Fancy Pants 450 here that also needs a bit of work this year. Haven't even had them out yet. My garage is full of projects, so I got to get some of the garage products cleaned up before I could start pulling these bikes in. The first one I'm going to pull in is this one. It needs fork seals, and I'll check the valves and that while it's there. This one needs a rear shock, and this one, well, we'll talk about it when the time comes. Okay, so I got a brand new set of tires. There's Continental takeoff tires for, I think they're 150 bucks a piece. And this is my old F450 that I've had for years. It was my old welding truck, and it's sat here for, geez, 3 years. So this is one project. I got to do a bearing and seal in the transfer case, and that's about it. Just get her, knock the dust off, and I want to get this truck going this summer. Of course, my intruder I'm currently working on, I want to get, I don't know if I get it done, I want to get all the front end stuff done on this weekend hopefully, and get it out of here so I can make room for some dirt bikes. There's my old girl that I'm looking for a CDI for, so that might just get shoved to the side for now, unfortunately. And then there's an old Z400 I've had forever. I just got to get it together and sell it so that I can make room to get some bikes in. Been watching Buck and Billy very much. This is really cool. This is an old original handle. It's a slim old school handle. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And here's another axe I'm going to build. It's going to be a little falling axe, because I don't know, there's a chance, there's a 6-acre lot that me and Haley are supposed to go look at someday that they want clear cut, so we'll check that out. It's my old PE250, I believe it's a 79. I've had this bike for years. I got it actually in the same deal as my CR250. So I always talk about getting this back running again. I lost fire years ago, but there's a bit of a story to go with this one too. So that's a project too. And of course my John Deere at 535. I'm going to have a whole video about this saw, buying it, and the things I've done to it. It's almost really ready to go. I just gotta get the time to get her back together. Maybe this weekend. So there's that. I also bought a brand new chainsaw a little while ago for a smoking deal. We'll talk about that someday too. And man, there's this sawmill that came on Kijiji. $500. It's an old 1940s circular mill. It's a 48-inch blade. Was built all on a wooden frame at one point. The carriage has been converted to all steel. It's channel iron, nice carriage. The set works on the carriage looks a lot like the set works on my dad's old circular mill. Actually, it's got the sliding scale to see where you're at with your log instead of that big dial, and it's a really cool old mill. I messaged the guy to buy it, and you know, it's just he's got it on some kind of 2x4 frame thing he's built that looks like he tried to get it going and gave up on it. So I messaged the guy, and he said I was the second in line to buy it, but the guy that was interested in it apparently tragically just lost his nephew, so that's pretty sad. So my prayers go to them. But so now he's just waiting for that guy to get his thoughts together and decide whether he wants to take that mill or not. And if that guy doesn't take it, it's up for grabs. So I hope, it doesn't look like I'm going to get it, but I hope I do, because that'd be pretty cool. And me and Haley already got plans for that mill, so we'll see how that goes. I bought these tires and right with the spindles on a real good deal. I think I paid $225 for these tires, rims, spindles, all brand new, because I have plans of building a little log trailer for behind Haley's little tractor. So that's just another project. It's my new Champion leaf blower. That's pretty sweet. So my welding shop that I rent, now that I'm working like crazy, I've only been out to it a few times since the new year. So I'm thinking about giving up that shop and buying a C-can and hauling it out to Haley's place. I already got quotes and pricing to buy and get a C-can delivered, so that might happen soon. I'm kind of, wow, I've been saying every year for past quite a few years now that's my last year in Alberta, and I'm moving back east. So I don't know. This summer I either got to make a decision, either buy an old rundown farm and start building my empire and getting a mill set up and getting my life set up, or moving back east. So I don't know, but it's easy for projects to pile up. I also want to get a bigger motor on that buzzsaw before fall, and there's a few other things, but all I got now is this half-finished projects laying around everywhere. So I think this 4-day weekend, I wanted to get out cutting some wood, but I told myself that I'm not going to go cutting again until I get that 535 up and running. So there's going to be that. I want to get the Suzuki kind of buttoned up. Hopefully start getting some dirt bikes in, because summer's ticking by here. It's Canada Day long weekend, and I haven't done any riding yet except for a few miles on my Suzukis. So yeah, guys. So there it is. I don't like to be the kind of guy that promises all these videos and things and then never follow through with it. So that's why I don't talk about much. But that's kind of what I got going on now, and things I should be working on top of, well, actually working and life. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for subscribing, and right on. Have a good one, and happy Canada Day weekend. If any of you watch my videos and you haven't checked out Iron Horse Chainsaws yet, I suggest you do. If you love old dirt bikes and chainsaws, which I'm guessing you do, check him out. He's a really cool dude. He doesn't got much dirt bike content up yet, but he says there's lots coming. And he's a good fella, so check out Iron Horse Chainsaws. Alright, guys. Check you later. Have a good one.